Well, we had an election yesterday. This is supposed to be a red wave. You were talking about us losing 30 to 50 seats, and this was going to, nowhere near, that's not going to happen.
What people were anticipating to be a big early win for Republicans is looking not early and perhaps not as big. Republicans were hoping to flip several state legislatures and House seats, and that did not materialize. Some of the candidates who Republicans saw at the top of their tickets in Pennsylvania with Mehmet Oz running for Senate, also in Pennsylvania with the governor candidate, Doug Mastriano, they had enough strength to come out of their primaries. The Republicans in those races were the ones that Democrats had hoped to face in some ways because they thought they were going to be weak, and it proved to be right. Democrats were able to win some big ticket races, like out in Michigan, the governor's race there, and a ballot initiative about abortion went the way the Democrats were hoping. There was a closer than expected race for governor in New York, which had not elected a Republican in 2 decades. They didn't do as well in some long shot races like in Florida, where Ron DeSantis and Marco Rubio sort of held on to their seats as expected. But in House races overall, they were looking to stem the tide of what people had anticipated would be a Republican wave. Republicans may still pull out a victory and take control of the House, but it won't be anywhere near the dozens of seats that Republicans had initially anticipated. So Democrats are looking good for now, but results are still coming in, and this could take days to figure out. President Biden's name was not on the ballot, but his reputation was. He had low public approval ratings, but that didn't exactly translate across several races. So you had an unpopular president with approval ratings, but an opposition party that also wasn't popular, which led some voters to sort of hold their nose and vote for either Democrats or at least to not give control to Republicans in the large margin that they had initially been anticipating. So if you were President Biden with low approval ratings, high inflation, and a lot of Republican money going into races, you might have expected a really, really bad night, and it may not have been as bad as anticipated. Now, that's not to say it was a great night for him, but it wasn't the worst case scenario that they were girding for. It may take several days to figure out who is in control of Congress. Some races are so close that the winner will only be known once paper ballots are counted. And anytime you're counting ballots, especially in this polarized kind of age, some candidates may decide to challenge those results, which would mean court cases, lawsuits, which would add more time. There's a chance that we may have a broad understanding of which party controls the majority in the House and in the Senate, but not how many specific seats in each one. But we should hopefully see which party controls either chamber in a matter of days. I think the lesson coming out of this midterm, if you're looking for 2024, is that public polling can only take you so far. Momentum helps, but is not the whole story going into Election Day. Reporting and on-the-ground fact-finding is really going to be incredibly helpful to determining what's going on.